Hello, welcome back to reading about who is the winner. I'm not sure things that are gonna be left, but this is definitely the last one I am planning so far. So I will try my best to predict the winner. I don't know what I'm actually predicting. Mostly I'm predicting the energies or like explaining, translating the energies behind the winner. Or like what kind of message the winner is gonna spread this year. So let's just get into it, I guess. Here we have our first cards, or rather, first 3 tarot cards. They're all upright. I didn't do nothing funky. They're all just landed upright. So we begin with 8 of Cups. Moses. The 8 of Cups represents leaving good things behind in the pursuit of higher ideals. Moses was raised as a prince of Egypt, but realized he needed to sacrifice his royal life and wealth to pursue a spiritual and ascetic one. I don't know that word, I'm sorry. Upright, walking away, introspection, escapism, withdrawal, and seeking truth. Next one is Knight of Swords. Hang Tuah, Malaysia. The Knight of Swords is a strong and assertive warrior. Hang Tuah, an intelligent soldier, is unafraid of leaping into battle and employing unconventional techniques to win. He is rebellious, loyal, and a fierce champion. Intellect, bravery, confidence, being action-oriented. Okay, this is definitely a winner card. Fortunately, I did not receive this card with... Anyway, I mean, actually, I didn't make a prediction of who's gonna win the same as I did with qualifiers. It's much easier with qualifiers. I don't know. I didn't do that, so we'll see. We have the Philippines, Bakunawa, and the 7 Moons. The Page of Cups is connected to his emotions and expresses himself wholly with youthful purity. In this card, one of the 7 young moon siblings plays with Tuor Shen, the Chinese god of same-sex relationships, who ties the red thread of fate that connects lovers. Youthfulness, idealism, sensitivity, romance, and spirituality. So, how do we read this one? I could imagine this being either LGBT winner or someone who supports them. Like, I don't know, is there any LGBT song that's specifically about that? Okay. I mean, I guess that was to be expected. LGBT ally definitely winning. So if there's someone that's not an ally there, they're probably not the winner. Good luck figuring that one out. Okay, then we go Citadel. So I'm going to show you this. We got this beautiful card. We actually got it. It's the Pilgrim, but it's the second one. So on the left, we have a patron. The patron. Now we need to figure out what this means. Okay, the patron. So the patron is a part of... Okay, my god. A part of the academy, which represents development and growth. Surrounding the court is a ring of libraries, temples, schools, and businesses that are collectively known as the academy. The buildings here are large, practical construction separated by spacious roads and flourishing shops. Carefully pruned courtyards proudly display statues of some of the city's most notable figures. The people who live here and work here flourish in acts of learning and ingenuity, striving to discover the unknown and create new wonders that will amaze the world. Cards in the suit represent personal growth, aspirations, and development. But with genius also comes madness, and there is a risk of becoming so swept up in acts of creation that everything else goes neglected. Balance is important here, both for those who live in the academy and for you too. Those in the academy are aligned with the element of air. Always in constant movement, air strives for knowledge and for growth and higher consciousness, powerful despite remaining invisible. Air is the embodiment of change, refreshing and cleansing. When caged, it quickly becomes stale and listless. Academy cards require looking at things from fresh perspectives and trying new courses of action to keep the mind flowing. Okay, that's not bad. I think that makes total sense. The patron. Amongst the chatter and music of the salon, one voice rises above the others, confident and companionable. The patron has achieved a certain level of success and prosperity, and makes it their business to know everyone around them, particularly those with talent who might just need a little extra support to fulfill their potential. The patron indicates that a period of mentorship is beginning for you. Either someone is due to enter your life, offering support and advice, or someone is looking to you for guidance. Whether it is you or someone else who is taking on the role of the patron, focus your energy on this new union, as it will bring a period of stability and empowerment to the both of you. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The pilgrim is from the crowd, community, and hard work. The outer ring of the citadel is home to the crowd, hardworking people who understand the value of a day's toil and the importance of family, either found or given. Those who live here are farmers, bakers, laborers, and craftsmen, community-minded people who create the solid foundations upon which others can grow. Though this area of the city is less well-groomed than its counterparts, the sprawling farms, homesteads, and markets have their own vibrancy and life that is missing elsewhere. Aligned with the element of earth, cards in this suit focus on material matters rather than those of the heart, dealing with themes such as work, finance, and community. They represent labor and necessity as well as fulfillment and freedom, encouraging you to consider your own personal needs as well as the way in which you treat others. The pilgrim. A lantern swings in the darkness, shedding light along the path. Footsteps tread the cobbles, slow and steady, and a figure passes. You catch a glimpse of a wizened face and a tired smile. The pilgrim has been walking for so long they no longer remember where they are headed or where they have come from. The road is long and yields many lessons and exciting discoveries. At the same time, they never stop long enough to appreciate them. Like the pilgrim, you've been so busy focusing on your destination that you're missing out on the journey itself. Learn to enjoy not just the finish line, but also the process of the growth that comes with the journey and celebrate the smaller achievements along the way. Interesting. This one is putting you back grounding you after you've been like very like, oh, I'm doing so good, like I'm strong, blah blah. It's like, no, it's not about the winning. It's also about the journey. It's mostly about the journey, you know. It's how the preparations went, how the performance, the rehearsals, like how you met all the other participants. Like it's all about that. It's not just about the winning. Okay, we have a card from the Elven deck. So this card is about patience. And I read that these elven creatures with extremely long white hair use singing, healing songs and they sing to the tree. And that's how over millennia the trees grow. I don't fully know what that means, but it's funny that they're actually singing when I'm trying to find a winner of a contest where people are singing. I don't know that much about numerology, but we also have number 29, as in numerology, this would make number 11 or number 2. Is there something I need to know about this card, actually? Or something else I need to say? I think this is fine. There's a little story, but and then for the last 2 cards, I picked a hedgehog and a goat. I mean, I didn't necessarily pick them, like they just kind of pick themselves. I didn't search for anything. Okay, what do we do with these? There's not enough space. Well, the hedgehog is about being nice to yourself and others. Be kind. Learn how to love yourself, and if you do know how to do it, then you need to do it. You need to actually practice self-love. You know, we all have this little gremlin, or whatever you want to call it, this evil voice that always talks down at us, and it's actually just us. And it does suck. We don't treat ourselves too well. Yeah, it's about being unique. There are not that many animals that have spikes a part of their body. Also, the goat has some sort of like fighting mechanism, or like, you know, the horns. So this person, if this is it, is very like fight. I think these 3 cards, this triangle here, these 3 are giving me like, I'm a go, I'm a attack, I'm a, you know, like headbutt if I have to. I'm gonna fight for what I need, what I want. But then there's all these other cards that don't mean that. Okay, I'm trying to discern. So we have moon, not full moon. This card has like a million moons. So moon is either feminine energy or deception, like lies and hidden stuff. However, we have this card with the sun, and we also have a lantern with a light. So there's like a balance of various things here. A lot of animal energy too. Like surprisingly a lot. We have a horse, we have a rabbit, we have a hedgehog, we have an owl, and we also have a goat. The goat is grounding as well as the lantern here. These are the grounding. This one is interesting when it comes to that. I think this one is both grounding and spirituality. This one is air. I think this one could also be air. This one is definitely giving air. I don't know if it's meant to be air. What is that one? I can't remember. Swords. Sword is not air. We have cups. We have cups and swords. I see. Sword is. Oh, swords is air. Okay, I'm stupid. And here I go, talking bad to myself. Intelligence. Yeah, the sword is intelligence, air, understanding, and the mind. The patron is also air. And cups is water, right? Cups, we have 2 cups is water. We have earth, air. Just no fire. There is no fire. I do not see fire. Unless you count the sun and the light as fire, but I see it as light, like a severed thing. I don't see it as fire. I also have like no fire in my birth chart. I'm mostly air and a little bit of earth and stuff like that, but like I have no fire either. So if this is giving me an energy behind their astrological like birth chart and stuff, they don't have much fire. But maybe that's just their journey that doesn't have much fire. It's fine, you know, not everything has everything. Not everyone can be Avatar. Okay, let's read up on the cards again and see if I can tie it into the rest of the cards. So 8 of Cups is walking away. Introspection, escapism, withdrawal, and seeking truth. Yeah, this one is more like more in the mental. It could even be more like in the swords energy. More than in the water. Okay, spirituality and feelings. Okay, that's fine. But I'm also sensing like intelligence here. Like you know when to step down. I'm gonna stop headbutting because I'm definitely doing that. Not no more headbutting, no like forcing things, just kind of slow down and stop and see what's going on. Like let's look around. And then this card ties into this one just really nicely with like either you are a patron for someone or they are you, or so you find someone that works for you, with you, you know, just find your team people that you trust. Even for like this solitary supposedly thinking, you can like talk with someone, you know. You don't have to keep everything in your mind, or sometimes you actually shouldn't. Okay, now I'm gonna look at the Knight of Swords again. Intellect, bravery, confidence, being action oriented. Yeah, this one does definitely give this energy like of like go go go. Like I must do this. I'm gonna work so hard. We know that that's not what actually makes you win Eurovision, right? It does not. It's not the amount of work you put in. But this person is definitely very like goal oriented, very like in one foot in front of the other. Like let's do. Maybe even not that. I can imagine they being so scattered that they do multiple things at once. It might make the things less, you know, not as great quality. But there's only also so much time, you know. You can't just spend any amount of time to work on Eurovision, you know, unless you're not taking part yet. And the page has youthfulness, idealism, sensitivity, romance, and spirituality. Yeah, we have. I don't know if this person just happens to be spiritual, or maybe they don't know that they're spiritual, but it's. I'm getting a lot of spirituality with all these cups. And they're grounded too. So I think they're. I don't know if they're working on anything. It was just coincidental that, you know, they do internal work, subconscious work without knowing. Because spirituality is hard to maintain because you need to ground yourself, and if you're too spiritual, you might not ground yourself. Forget to ground yourself. Just don't do it. But we need to be grounded. Okay, so now I'm gonna do something that will probably not go well, but I have all the countries here. And I will mix and see if one of them falls out. I will maybe let 3 fall out. I'm gonna request first to give me the winner, and then I'm gonna request to give me the top 3 or top 5. Depends what happens. So Eurovision 2025. Which country is this reading for? Which country is this reading for? Which country is this reading for? I'm gonna let actually the card fall out. I'm not gonna pick anything. Which country is this reading for? Something fall out, please. Nothing. Okay, maybe it's not for us to know. I will mix differently and I will see. Give me top 5 material. Which countries will make it to top 5? Give us some hints. So this one stayed in my hand. Do we want to keep that one? I don't know. I really want it to fall out. So then it's like me. Like I want to... I don't know. I'm also like not having a lot of space here. I'm not very relaxed. Nothing wants to really actually just flop out. So it just... You can just see it because it fell. Or it goes under my chair, because that's what usually happens. I don't know. Nothing wants to come out. I was looking at... I don't know if I should be like looking at all people's like birth charts and like who could fit to these energies. Who's like this spiritual person that's like do, you know, just do things, go. I guess it's definitely giving, with the go is giving me masculine energy. Page of Cups is definitely youthful. I think this is a trick here because I don't know. I don't think necessarily they have to be youthful. I don't think this is gonna be like a teenager. It could be like, I'm just saying that the spectrum is wide. And that it can be even like a person in their 30s when it comes to youthful. I don't know. Whoever can feel youthful. No card wants to fall out. Nothing wants to actually fall out. And this is why I don't do those predictions, because I'm not allowed to know, you know. I'm simply not allowed to know. Okay, let's take some of them out. I don't know, man. If I'm leaning on the table, there's an earthquake then. Okay. Well, Lithuania fell out. I don't know about that, but sure, we can do a reading on that one too. Maybe I should just take ones that are likely. So if I see it, I'll just take it out. Likely to win this, actually. I should have just looked at like the prediction stuff. What do I take? Nothing wants to come out. This one comes out. Okay, man. Okay. Let's take Estonia, I guess. I'm trying. Sweden I have to take out. What else should we try? I don't know, I keep seeing Greece. I might take the Greece. Take Greece. Anything else? Anyone else wants to try for the top 5? I don't think so. Well, Germany's now flopping out, but I don't think... I don't know. Okay, let's just see what's happening. Oh gosh, I have so many. Let's try if something falls out from here. Okay, see, that's what happens to me all the time. And then like, what do I take? I wanted 1, not 4. We'll just do a little pendulum on them to see what happens. But honestly, this card could literally be just Austria. I can see it. I don't know, I just want to see if something else falls out. I have Sweden, Israel, Germany, and it doesn't want to. I guess we're gonna do round 2 then. Okay, let's do a quick pendulum. Will Estonia win Eurovision? No. Will Lithuania win Eurovision? Also no. Will Austria win Eurovision 2025? This is actually giving me a yes. Will Switzerland win Eurovision 2025? You know, the problem with this is that the energies might be too close. And I might get a reading for Switzerland as the winner because they were recently the winner, but I don't know, man. Also getting a no on this, okay. Okay, putting more on here. Will Israel win Eurovision 2025? No. Will Greece win Eurovision 2025? It's a no. Will Germany win Eurovision 2025? Nope. And will Sweden win Eurovision 2025? That one's not clear, but I would also say no. Well, I guess the prediction so far will be Austria. Should I try all of them? I don't know. That's kind of a lot. But then then weird stuff is gonna happen. Maybe France, Ukraine, Italy. Who else has chances? Finland. I don't know. Try that one maybe. A bit hard. Well, whoops. Of course I hit it. A whale, France win Eurovision 2025. Will Ukraine win Eurovision 2025? No. No. Will Italy win Eurovision 2025? Interesting. Will Finland win Eurovision 2025? Okay, let's add again. And I will ask again. I love how exactly where I have to put my hand, there's a microphone stand. Will the Netherlands win Eurovision? Okay, it's actually giving me a yes. Will the UK win? Oh gosh. What do you mean? What are you asking? Alright. Let's try this again. And I smacked everything once again. Will France win? I'm getting a yes on France. Will Italy win? Also getting a yes on Italy. Will the Netherlands win Eurovision 2025? Oh. Will Austria win Eurovision 2025? And now it's saying a no. Okay, interesting. That is fascinating. Okay. Well, there's your winners. Austria 4th. I don't know. Interesting. I literally have not been following any like predictions, so I don't even know who I should be probably checking if they can win. I'm going through the cards again, but I don't see anything particularly. Can I ask all of these? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing something. Yeah, I wonder what is going to happen. So the energy set is masculine. Only one of these is actually a female. I don't know who's spiritual of these people. Nobody wants to talk about that. That's the problem. Because it's like not a real thing, you know, psychics are not real. I've heard that so many times. Psychics are not real. And if they are, they're scammers. But you know, that's the point. Psychics, those are people that just make up things about things to make money. The only way you're a real psychic if you don't ask money for your stuff. I don't know. I have a whole lot of rant for that. I'm trying to mix again, but it's so hard to mix if there's like not many cards. Does anyone want to fall out? Not really. I lost half of them. Okay, well, yeah, this is harder than you think. I know. Honestly, if we find a birth chart with someone that has no fire in their birth chart, we could be on the good track. Literally be on a good track. But the birth chart is hard to figure out for a simple reason. We don't know when anyone is born. They probably even don't know. So I looked up the birth charts for some of the artists. This one is Austria. He has, or they have, a lot of fire. So just saying. Then the next one, I think I'll quickly check, is France. She has even more fire. And then the third one I checked was Italy. He has not basically any fire. This is crazy. And then this is the Netherlands, also no fire. 14 Earth, that's crazy. And the last one I checked was Finland, and also not much fire, but kind of well-rounded and just not that much stuff in general. Like this is 8th at most, while here's like 14, 13, 14, and 12. But this one is like rather well-balanced. If the reading translates to their birth elements, then I guess it would be rather the Netherlands and Italy. But that's all the ones that I did. I only did these 5. If anyone wants to do all of them, feel free to check which one is the closest. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.